It's been another big quarter for smartphones and an even bigger one for flagship phone makers. Research from Nielsen shows that more than 54% of U.S. mobile subscribers own a smartphone, and more than 90% of those who grabbed a smartphone this quarter made it an iPhone or an Android device. Collectively, the different versions of Android now hold the majority of the U.S. smartphone market. And Gadget says it's not especially surprising news. As we've seen in the past, though, the increase is coming mostly at the expenses of platforms already being squeezed to within an inch of their lives. Apple still isn't in a position to fret. It kept climbing to 34.3% and swung the attention of recent buyers just slightly back in its direction. Apple continues to dominate smartphone manufacturing thanks to its top-to-bottom control of the iPhone. The Verge points out Android as a whole has a bigger chunk of the manufacturing share, but the total is built from numbers from several different manufacturers, including Samsung, HTC, and Motorola. Nokia, meanwhile, doesn't even get its own category in the quarterly graph. The Next Web says the company's Lumia debut in close partnership with Microsoft made a lot of noise, but so far, that's about all it's done. Microsoft's vaunted ally and partner in its plot of global smartphone domination has failed to ignite much interest in both its flagship Lumia 900 and mid-market Lumia 710 doesn't bode exceptionally well. The U.S. market is a key element of the mobile world, and Microsoft's biggest bet isn't paying off, at least yet. TechCrunch wonders, will Microsoft have better luck with its own phones? Windows Phone 8 could at least beat the ailing BlackBerry, right? That's not to say a head start is all that it takes to win a race like this. There's something to be said for how well a company can capture new customers or upgrade older ones, and Microsoft seems to have had some issues with that. In any case, one of the biggest takeaways from Nielsen's data is that 2/3 of all new phones last quarter were smartphones. Marketing Pilgrim says it's a trend everyone is getting on board with, including carriers. It does seem like only a matter of time before the feature phone goes the way of the cassette tape. The only thing holding it back is the cost of data. Knowing this, cell phone companies are moving toward family data packages in the style of family messaging and minutes packs. It's the only thing that makes sense for a family with multiple phones. The smartphone trend will likely continue, especially with fresh hardware and software offerings in the pipeline from Microsoft, Apple, and Samsung. What they'll do to market distribution, of course, is still up in the air. For Newsy, I'm Nathan Byrne. Multiple sources, the real story.